over to Jenny to open the conference. Thank you. So welcome to OpenCon Cambridge 2017. This is the third year that we've run an event of this kind. And this year there's a whole bunch of organisers who've been involved in bringing the day together. So if the organisers could just put their hands up. So if you want to ask any questions about today, we're the people to speak to. I have a few notices which are around what we're doing in terms of social media and streaming. So we're currently live streaming the event. I can see myself on the monitor here. If you don't want to be on the web stream, it's very simple. Just don't walk in front of the camera, and you'll be fine. So the camera is pointing here. Also, we will be taking photographs because we really want to demonstrate the community that's growing up in Cambridge. And I know we have visitors from outside of Cambridge as well, so you're very welcome. But it means we will be taking lots of photos. If you don't want to appear in photos, we have an orange Sharpie at the front near the pile of OpenCon bags that you should definitely pick up on your way here as well. And if you just do a nice big circle on your badge, we will know not to include you in the photos. But there will be various people around the cameras, and Twitter will be abuzz with updates and news from the event. I think that's probably it on media. If you want to tweet, you are extremely welcome. I think we've got some signs posted around. It's the hashtag OpenConCam, and please do tweet comments on the talks, thoughts, ideas, references, things that come to mind, all of that sort of thing. And we'll be hopefully gathering some of that at the end of the event. So we've got a nice record of the day. So that's media. On to why we're all here. So we are interested in bringing together the community in Cambridge around open data, open access, open educational resources, and all the other opens. So there's various people around who are interested in access to physical tools like hardware, biology. There's the whole range. But we think we can learn a lot from each other, even though what we're trying to achieve might be through slightly different means. But the ultimate aim is to enable more people to participate in science and to access the results of science and use them in a socially impactful way. And so this particular theme of OpenCon, the main OpenCon conference this year, is open in order to. So really thinking about open as a means to an end, and what are we trying to achieve through making our research more open, whether that be open access to the outputs of the research or openness to participation in research. Here at OpenCon Cambridge, we decided to have a sort of complementary, we feel, theme, which is open for everybody, open for everyone. And we wanted to highlight how openness could potentially lead to greater inclusivity, but that we need to keep that really in mind when we're thinking about how we're making this stuff open. And so some of our talks today will reflect that. We don't have just a talk schedule. We also have some time for you to obviously network in the breaks, but also get together and think about actions. So we're really, I think the theme across all three of our OpenCon Cambridges has really been how we take openness as a concept, take it into the world, and actually use it in our day-to-day lives as researchers, as librarians, as people in any way involved in kind of knowledge production and sharing. And so we also have a talk today on a completely different topic of open source and data in journalism, as well as more academic research, which obviously the majority of the audience will be more familiar with. And so we're trying to really show that this concept expands beyond academia for sure, and into some really interesting other areas. So looking forward to that. But we basically have a fantastic array of speakers and some time for you to get to know each other. I won't give an in-depth introduction to Queen Bee because I'm still intrigued myself to see how it's going to go, so I will leave that for a later time. But in between the sessions, we will have lunch and coffee breaks, so do enjoy yourselves at the back of the room that we served. We also have a wine reception at the end of the day, so if you can stay around once the talk's finished, which is some relaxed, informal networking, please do. I'll put a note in now, although I'm sure we'll return to this in the closing comments, that we've had a ball putting this together, this event, and we'd really like more people contributing next year to OpenCon Cambridge 2018. So if you enjoy the event, do think about kind of joining us. We have monthly lunches where we meet and talk about all things open, and also once a year kind of convene this event. It will be fantastic to expand that group. So I know for our visitors it's going to be a little bit more tricky, but if you are based in Cambridge, do consider becoming part of the community. We have a lovely website at OpenConCam.org, which Laurent kindly put together. So if you take a look on there, there's some information about who we are as a group and what's been going on over the past 3 years. So I would encourage you to take a look at that because we're all about community. I think that is about it from me. And so I think it's time to pass over to our first speaker, Sierra. To Laurent to do the introductions.